when people ask like, how do you, balance your life? And I'm just like, girl, I don't even know. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan. If you're new here, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next video. As you guys can see by that title, this video will be about how I balance nursing school and also balance having a normal life. Before we even hop into the video, I just want to start off by saying that I am not perfect. I can make a schedule a whole month in advance and things will still happen. Life will still get in the way and I might not work out this week or I might not work out that week. But I will say that I feel like I am pretty organized with my schedule and I feel like I do get a lot of things accomplished by the way that I do things. And yes, it is hard to balance nursing school with a normal life, especially if you have kids, especially if you have a full-time job and all those other things. But I will say that it's not impossible and you definitely still can have fun and still make time for yourself. So if you're new to this channel, I am in my last term of nursing school. My program has 5 terms. I'm in a 20-month program. It's a BSN program. So each semester, our program pretty much consisted of like 3 to 4 classes, and you would at least have like 1 up to 3 clinicals in your semester. So it was pretty hectic. And our semesters are condensed down to about, I think like 14 weeks, something like that. So it does go pretty fast paced because we're trying to learn everything about nursing within 20 months. So I will say my program was definitely a tough program and very rigorous. I am also an entrepreneur. I have my own business doing lash extensions, but I don't have like another job outside of that. I also do YouTube, of course. I've been doing this ever since I started nursing school. I am also a part of 2 clubs at my school. I'm a part of the National Student Nurses Association, and I'm also a board member on the student council. I also try to exercise at least 3 times a week, even though that does not happen most of the time. I also like to do self-care things and most importantly take care of my mental and spiritual health, which can sometimes be really tough to do in nursing school. So first things first, y'all, you have to make a schedule. So I would recommend obviously getting a planner, or what I do now is I type out my schedule, and I type out my schedule at least 3 weeks in advance. And when I'm making my schedule, I prioritize school first, of course. So I put in all of the important school stuff first throughout the dates, and then I'll put in all my lash appointments and the days that I'm gonna work out and the days that I'm gonna wash my clothes. And so I kind of schedule my life around school, but I still try to make sure that I get everything that I need to get done, even though I have school in the mix. Okay, so secondly, how I manage having a business and being in nursing school. With my business, I do lash extensions. We usually open Thursday through Saturday, but honestly, y'all, the schedule definitely changes sometimes. Sometimes it's a super busy week, so sometimes I might have to close my Thursday and just be open Friday or Saturday. Or if I know pretty far in advance, I'll tell my clients like, hey, this day, and this day, I'm gonna be closed for the month, just so that they know and that they can book around, so that I'm not like being inconvenient for them as well. And so basically I have to always adjust my business schedule around my school schedule. When I make my schedule for each semester, depending on how the semester goes, I try to open the days that I don't have class. Like I know last semester I did have class on Thursday, just open like literally for a couple hours in the evening. Just so I can still make some extra money. But you kind of just have to prioritize like what days are gonna work for you and what days is gonna, still give you enough time to make sure you're studying and doing your homework. But I will say it's really not too hard to manage a business while in nursing school. So thirdly, how do I manage being a YouTuber and going to nursing school? So unfortunately, and you guys probably already know this. Don't come for me, don't come for me, don't come for me. But YouTube is definitely something that I struggle with balancing in nursing school. It's something that I usually have to sacrifice and put on the back burner because YouTube is definitely more of a hobby for me. It's definitely more of something that I just love to do. And usually in nursing school, with things that you love to do, that's usually what you have to sacrifice. Yay! But seriously, I really try to put out at least like 2 to 3 videos a month. Like, that's really my ultimate goal. But it's really hard to do that in nursing school, especially since videos are so time consuming. Like, this video right now is not as time consuming because it's just like more of a sit down video. So this usually takes me probably about 45 minutes to film, but it's gonna take me at least probably 3 hours to edit. And then, you know, then I have to make the thumbnail and then I have to upload it. So it's kind of just a time consuming thing, especially when I'm doing like a week in the life. That's even more time consuming. So I feel as though it's hard for me to like balance it because 3 hours of editing is 3 hours that I could be doing homework. Yeah, I do have to pick and choose when I really can do a YouTube video because my weeks are so busy, and especially this semester, my weeks are so consumed with having to do preceptorship and community service hours and getting ready for the NCLEX and getting ready for graduation. I didn't realize how time consuming this semester was gonna be, and I really want to put out more videos for you guys, but unfortunately I can't. But soon, guys, soon. So how do I balance being in 2 club organizations and do nursing school? I'm gonna be real with y'all, it's really not that hard. Unless you're like the president of the club or something like that. I didn't actually start clubs until my last semester, so I really don't have too much room to speak up. But it's really not that hard, especially if you join a club where you don't have to commit to too much. Like, I think I just have to go to like 1 meeting a month, and then, you know, go to a couple like school events if I want to. It's really optional, so it's really not that time consuming. It was just something to help me with my resume, make it look all cute and pretty and sophisticated. But yeah, join a club, have fun. Like I said, it looks good on your resume, and it's also just fun to be a part of your school. Next is my favorite thing, and that's self-care things and taking care of my mental, physical, and spiritual health during nursing school, which is probably the hardest thing to balance. I feel like it's so hard to balance because we put nursing school on this super high pedestal, and it is the #1 priority in our lives because obviously we want to be nurses. Our career is important to us. Our education is important to us because not only, you know, it's going to help us with our career, but we're also paying for it. So it's like we have to pass and we have to do good. But it gets really complicated when you're so busy and putting something at such a high pedestal. You kind of forget to take care of yourself and do things for yourself that'll make yourself feel better, because ultimately, like, if you don't feel good on the inside, it's hard to manage things on the outside, externally. Like I said previously, I try to work out 3 times a week. Lord knows that does not happen most of the time. I definitely know 4th term, which was last term for me, was super busy. Me and my best friend, we were actually working out. We were being real consistent. You know, we was doing like 3 days a week. And then boom, the middle of that semester here, in the middle of the semester, that last half of the semester is always crazy with the finals and the tests and the ATI and the everything under the sun. And we kind of just was like, yeah, let's just we'll work out next semester because this ain't gonna work. Sometimes it's like that, but I just feel like as long as you're trying, you know, as long as you're trying to work out, even if it's just 1 day a week, pat yourself on the back for that. The self-care stuff that I do, most of the things that I do is free. Praying is a self-care thing for me, journaling, listening to music, doing my affirmation, making monthly and weekly goals for myself. And that's just to name a few things that I spend my money on for self-care. I used to get massages, and I do love to get my pedicures. I still get my pedicures, and I was getting my nails done for the past like 3 months, but I took them off because my birthday's coming up and your girl just gonna wait till her birthday come to get her nails done. I try to do at least one of those self-care things every single day. So if that just means I pray every single day. So if I just pray that day, I did something that helped my spiritual and mental health. Make sure you guys are trying to incorporate some type of self-care for yourself. You guys deserve it. All this hard work that you're putting in, all these late nights and early mornings that you're having to commit to with school, you deserve to give yourself love and to make yourself feel good. I know nursing school is stressful and low-key depressing and very draining, but the better that you feel on the inside will reflect on the things that are happening to you on the outside. You just put it, even though nursing school is up there, you gotta mental health gotta be like you know. So lastly, my social life. Do I even have it? What's a social life? I'm just playing. Do I even have that? Like, have I even seen a social life since I've been in nursing school? The answer is yes, y'all. You can have fun and you can have a great social life while you are in nursing school. I want to start off first by saying, usually I like to take a day off from the week. A day off where I'm like not doing homework. I'm not stressing about school. Sometimes that day off does turn into like a little bit of studying, but for the most of the day, I'm not worrying about school. And I feel like everybody just needs that one day or even just a couple hours of one day where they're not stressing and consumed with school. And that could be the day that you go hang out with your friends or you go out to eat, because you have to have fun. You can't make school your whole entire personality and your whole entire life. And honestly, I have fun more than just one day out of the week. Like, you just have to learn how to prioritize the fun. Like, you just have to do the homework first, you know, do the school stuff first, and then have fun. And as long as you do that, you'll be good. I feel like when you have really big things coming up with school, those are the times where you're like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do anything this week. But if you just have like a free week of you're just doing homework, you just got clinicals, and you don't have like a big exam coming up, you deserve to have fun. You deserve to go to the club. You deserve to go get some drinks. You deserve to go hang out with your boyfriend. You deserve it. You deserve it. But I feel like a good piece of advice as far as like the friend and the boyfriend thing and the family and making time for them and stuff, you have to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who understand that, okay, I do have a busy schedule and I'm not going to be able to see you as much. You just have to surround yourself with people just bring positive energy into your life and who are not stressing you out, because being around that extra stressful energy is not good for you, because you're already stressed about all these tests that's coming up. You're already stressed about nursing school and your life in general, so you don't need that extra bad energy. Okay, that's enough of talking and rambling about me. I just want to end this video off with a couple tips for you guys. And the first tip is to make your schedule at least 2 weeks out. It will literally save your life. Tip number 2, embrace flexibility. Like I said, I want to work out 3 times a week, but do I work out 3 times a week? Most of the time I don't, and that's because you have to be flexible with yourself, because nursing school will throw curveballs at you, and nursing school is stressful and you might have to study for a test that week. Tip number 3, and I feel like this is a very important tip, and that's to not take on more than you can handle. If you know that you can't hang out with your friends that week, you can't manage that business, or you can't, work 5 days a week, maybe you got to cut it down to 2 days a week. Don't put a whole bunch of things on your plate. You don't want to burn yourself out. You don't want to get exhausted. But I feel like the most important thing is to not overwork yourself, because nursing school is already going to do that to you. So you don't want to put all these things on your plate to add to the fuel. You want to make your outside life as less stressful as it can be, so that you can put more of your energy into nursing school. Tip number 4, and this kind of goes with tip number 1. I should have just put it all in a big tip. Basically, when you're making your schedule, make sure you're adding those little details in there, like, hey, I'm gonna work out today. Hey, I need to cook myself dinner. Hey, I need to clean up my room. Honestly, I don't know if it's just a me thing, but I know I forget. Like in nursing school will make you forget to do like the littlest things that you normally would do to take care of yourself. You forget. Like I literally had in my schedule today, wash your hair. Like I literally washed my hair today because if it wasn't on that schedule, I probably wouldn't have did it. And tip number 5, I feel like I shouldn't even make this a tip because I feel like I stressed it so dang much throughout this video, but like I'm finna be a psych nurse, so like if I don't talk about the importance of mental health, then I don't know. But the tip is, don't forget to take care of your mental health and make sure to make yourself a priority while you're in nursing school, because you just have, it's important. You are important. Yes, school is important, but you are even more important. But that wraps up my video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It was kind of hard for me to like make this video because like when people ask like, how do you balance your life, and I'm just like, girl, I don't even know. I just do it, and that's all you gotta do. You just kind of gotta go with the flow. So just do it, like Nike. You know, I know everybody's situation and circumstance is gonna be different than mine, but I feel like just putting in a little bit of what I do might help somebody else out there. So I really hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching. I really hope I can have another video out for you guys in a couple weeks, so please stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next video. Peace.